Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm WoWcrendor and welcome back to another episode of World of Crendor, where I answer the questions you submit to me on Facebook.com/Crendor and Twitter.com/Crendor. So let's start with the Facebook questions. And the first question we got is from Charlie Parent, who says, what other characters would you like to be represented as heroes in Hearthstone? I would love Hamuel Rune Totem for druids. So that's a good question. And it got me thinking, like, who would I want to play as in Hearthstone, right? The new Shaman Murloc just came out, random Murloc guy. So I was like, who would I want to play? And I thought, for Warlock, probably Cho'Gall. Cho'Gall would be really cool. For Paladin, I think Arthas would be cool. And maybe even have, like, two different Arthases, like an evil Arthas and a good Arthas. And, like, maybe when his hero power changed, that's, like, what happened. He, like, swapped back and forth between the two. That'd be kind of cool. Or just make them separate, but I'd play that Arthas. And let's see, I'm trying to think of any other ones off the top of my head. It's kind of hard because there's so many, like, people in World of Warcraft. Maybe, like, for priests, since priests only have, like, Anduin, like, Tyrande, is she a priest? She's kind of, yeah, she's pretty much a priest in WoW. She heals. Or Warcraft, I mean. Who else? I guess there could be, what's his name? The druid, not the druid, the Draenei priest guy. You know what I'm talking about. I can't think of his name. You know who he is, though, right? He's the main leader of the Draenei. Oh my god. What? I don't know what I just did, but I alt-tab back in from looking at my questions, and it freaked out. Okay. Hopefully we're still good. But yeah, I think those would be two pretty solid choices for people as Hearthstone. I don't even know what I'm saying. Those are my choices. Next question comes from Steve Parker. And they say, when are you going to go back to making WoW videos? Hearthstone is great and all, but it's getting dull. I mainly just been playing Hearthstone and some other stuff because with WoW, I'd gotten bored of it because the expansion, the Warlords of Draenor expansion, just got old to me. And so I didn't really want to play it, so I didn't really want to make videos about it. Simple as that. And then the Hearthstone expansion came out. I loved it. I played non-stop. It's probably the most fun I'd played had in Hearthstone in a long time. And then now that's gotten a little old, so I'm kind of like just waiting for the next thing to come out. I'm like, let's go, Legion. Legion's almost here. I'm so pumped. Me and Jesse are definitely going to be streaming as much as we can of it. And we'll definitely be streaming opening day. So that should be really fun. And yeah, I look forward to... I like having a nice variety. I was going to do Overwatch, but so many people do Overwatch, dude. I still wouldn't mind doing the occasional Overwatch, though. But yeah. Next question comes from... I don't even know how to say your name. Fatih Dindar. I hope I said that right. If not, I apologize. They say, are you considering to spend much more time and make more WoW content, like more machinimas, maybe some playthroughs, maybe some Let's Plays when Legion launches? Yes. I guess I just answered that in my last question, but I am. I can't wait for Legion. I've been waiting for Legion for a long time because I stopped playing Draenor probably 3 months after it started. I'd say I'd completely stopped like 3 months after, and I came back a bit for that patch where they put in, like, the boats and everything, but I just didn't care enough. I was like, it's still the daily garrison and stuff, and I just didn't care. So I'm excited for the new stuff. I've played some Legion. I did all those zone exploration videos. You go check them out if you want. And they're really cool. I like all the zones. I'm excited to quest in those zones. And I think it's going to be fun. I think they've learned a lot. I think they've improved. And I think they know that people want to be out in the world and not just stuck in a garrison. So I'm excited. And that'll probably make me want to make more videos about it, because when you're playing something, that's when you want to make videos of it. Next question comes from Josh Watson. And they ask, if you could change one thing about IKEA, What would it be? If I could change one thing about IKEA, I would have them open 24 hours. That's what it would be. Sometimes you just want to go to IKEA at 3 a.m., you know? No big deal. You just want to have a nice 3 a.m. IKEA stroll. And they close at like 9 or 10 o'clock. Pretty early. And I would change that. I didn't even think of that beforehand. It's just like popped in my head like they'd be open 24 hours. So that's an easy one. Next question comes from Nate Razek, who says, what team are you and why is it Team Instinct? If it's not Instinct, why the hell not? I'm Team Mystic because Team Mystic is the best team. Pokemon Go, of course. Speaking of which, hold on. Let me just the old Pokemon Go open here. There we are. But yeah, I am Team Mystic, and people like Sam Strip and Go Red Team. That's cool, but I'm not a big Red Team fan. If I had to pick another team, like I was forced to, I'd go Yellow, because Yellow's kind of like the random underdog team nobody really cares about. I like Blue. Jesse, we just did a Cox and Crendor, and we talked about it, and how we see the red team is Gordon Ramsay, the blue team is Alton Brown, and the yellow team is Guy Fieri. Or Fieri, I never know which one it is, Fieri. And I thought that was a good analogy. So yeah, blue team. Tom Daly asks, what's your most powerful Pokemon in Pokemon Go? Since everyone's playing Pokemon Go right now. My current most powerful Pokemon is my Vaporeon, which is 1142. Then I have a 1030 Flareon, 958 Executor, and a 778 Parasect, 765 Kingler, and a 761 Aerodactyl. That's my top 6. I know you only wanted the top one, but I gave you a top 6. Mainly just trying to get up in levels. Right now I'm level 18, almost 19. Very close to 19, so I'm pretty excited about that. Just got to keep power grinding through the Pokemans. So yeah. And moving over to Twitter questions. Jess Malavuk asks, is Cat's name really Cat? Well, his full name is Krencat, but Cat for short is his name. So when I say Cat, I said Cat so much, like Cat. So after saying that so many times, I was like, I'm just going to name him Cat. But I was like, I don't just want to name him Cat, so I named him Krencat. So that way, it's Cat for short. I thought it was great. And yeah, we did almost name him Bilbo at first, but ended up just naming him Krencat. The vet actually calls him Bilbo because I told him it was Bilbo back when I first got him. So yeah, his name's Cat. Next question comes from Anthony at Castaned Anthony. I think I said it right. And he said, Crendor, did your parents ever get used to your seemingly contentness? I'd say so. If anything, I think that made me easier to raise, because I was never really a troublemaking kid. I didn't cause trouble in school. I was kind of just content, or I had anxiety, one or the other. But I mean, they were probably fine with it. They're pretty easygoing as well. So that's our thing, is we're a pretty content family, but we just have anxiety. So we kind of just hold everything in. Ha ha. So fun. That's healthy. Yeah, but really, that's why I'm really into yoga and meditation and that type of stuff. Even though I don't do it as much as I'd want, but I always love calming things, because I do tend to get a lot of anxiety very easily. So hence why I like ASMR. If you didn't know, I like ASMR because it does calm my anxiety. Because I'm not a very expressive person, if you couldn't tell. So I do like ASMR for that reason. And I also have Xanax for traveling. So they give you like, it's not even like, oh man, you got all that as Xanax. Like they give you like 15 or 20 and they're like, this is the smallest dose possible. And I'm like, I don't even know if it does anything, but if it's a placebo, I guess it works. That's like the thing where everyone's like, they go to their doctor, like, I have traveling anxiety. Let's give you Xanax, but I actually do. So I do need it. But yeah. All right. Let's, what did that turned in from contentness to travel anxiety and anxiety in general. Very fun. Next question comes from Sarcastic Scientist, and they ask, do you plan on doing Overwatch videos similar to your old How to Play videos? I think I like doing How to Win at videos specifically for WoW. I mean, I did League of Legends ones, but for Overwatch, you know what? Maybe I could. I never even really thought about it. I was like, I don't think I'd ever do that. I think I'd just stick to WoW. But then I'm like, I did do League of Legends. And I'm like, I could do an Overwatch one. The types of, like, people... I mean, essentially it's those, like, the types of people you see in Overwatch or the types of people that... But I just call it How to Win. I don't know. That would be fun. You know what? I might do that. I might make one of those. So, thank you for inspiring me, Sarcastic Scientist. I appreciate that. I'm going to put that on my list. Yeah. Next question comes from Kalaris. On Twitter. And they ask, if you had the funding, what is one thing you would make? And I was thinking about this when I picked this question. And I think if I had to fund something, I was thinking of like ideas, games, music, movies, whatever it would be. And I thought I would fund a legit game we've talked about on the Co-optional podcast, like that one with driving, like the virtual reality driving simulator or whatever it was. I forgot what it was called, but I would either fund that. I would either fund, or I would fund a Warcraft 4. I'd fund an Empire Earth that was like the original one and not like the other two. It was just kind of like a better version of the original. Or I would fund my non-content RPG to get some help in making it. That's what I would do, because I would love to like fund... I love to give money to like talented people that could create assets for me to use in the non-content RPG, because that's kind of that's one of the biggest things that demotivates me from doing it, is I start running into stuff and I'm like, I guess I could just use this. Then again, it is non-content, but I'd still like to have like custom assets for the game, if you know what I mean. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, look, a Dodger cat there, not just like custom cat 1 from non-content RPG. You know, like that type of thing. Because if I had those, or like custom map textures and those types of things, if I had those, I feel like I'd be more compelled to actually make it and finish it. Right now I'm kind of like, eh. So if there's anybody out there willing to do that type of stuff and get credited in my non-content RPG, send me an email, because I might actually accept that offer. Yeah, we'll see. And next question comes from Foster Amy Cup, and they say, will you ever read a book for an audiobook? And I will. Once I finish my book, I'm going to make an audiobook of my book. I think I've talked about this before. Maybe I haven't. But once I finish writing my book, I'm going to do an audiobook version of it. It'll be great. It'll be great. It'll be beautiful. It'll be wonderful. Build a wall. No, but I'm writing a book. I have said that many times. And right now I am writing it, and it is going well. I'm enjoying it. I've been writing for quite a while now, but I finally started like legit writing after spending a long time kind of writing rough drafts and learning more about writing and just reading in general. Reading more fantasy stuff in general, and I've learned quite a lot. I've progressed very, very far in my writing, and Now it's just a matter of how long it's going to take me to write this, and then once I finish it, am I going to go back and rewrite stuff and everything? So I don't know how long that'll take, but once it's done, I'll let you know, because it's a fantasy book. I've always wanted to write a fantasy book, just because I love world building. I love fantasy worlds, and it's just something I wanted to do. So obviously I'll do an audiobook for my own book. So yeah. And the final question comes from CJ Hemmings, and they ask, what would you want one of the next Hearthstone adventures to be themed around? Well, I was looking, and it did have a leak that said the next one was going to be like either Mist of Pandaria, Karazhan, and then there was like 2 other ones, I think. Ulduar, maybe? I don't remember, but if I had to pick one, I'd want Karazhan. I think a Karazhan adventure would be really cool to do. And just progressing through all the Karazhan stuff. Everyone loves Karazhan. Karazhan was in the WoW movie. Karazhan might be in Legion. We don't know. But, like, I think Karazhan should be the next one. I think that'd be really fun. I think the cards that come from Karazhan would be pretty fun as well. However, they do already have some of the cards from Karazhan already. So I guess they could just add in more Karazhan-esque cards. Because they do have some from Karazhan. Yeah, and that's it. Thank you for listening to my Q&A, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're relaxed or you've fallen asleep or something, or you're just playing other games while you listen to this. Either way, leave any comments you got in the comments section below. And follow me on Twitter and Facebook to be alerted when World of Crendor is happening, because I'm always just like, hey, I'm taking World of Crendor questions, and then people ask them, and then I look through them, and I pick ones. And yours could be the next one. Who knows? Either way, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and yeah, go check out my other stuff that I put up lately. I'll use this time to shamelessly promote. I got the new Hearthstone Murloc, I got the Pointless Top 10 Farms, and there's the Pet Battle Go. 3 fun things. I had a lot of fun making the Pet Battle Go, actually. And I really like the Pointless Top 10 Farms. It was one of my faves. And yeah. Okay. See you.